Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News. It's Wednesday, February 26th. We have all you need to know about a lawsuit between Penn State students and more charges facing the Penn State fraternity.
We also have the latest information on the AP News and White House Access case, along with sports, entertainment, weather, and an interview. Stay tuned. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Reehl.
And I'm Brooke Bilski. The Penn State School of International Affairs Black Student Association will host a civil rights forum this Friday as Black History Month comes to a close. The free event in the Lewis Katz Building's Greg Stutliff Auditorium will feature keynote speakers Babs Babatunde on a banjo, the president of the A.D. King Foundation, and Isaac Newton Ferris Jr., the nephew of Martin Luther King Jr. The student organization hopes to showcase the contributions of African Americans in the field of international affairs. For more information, visit sia.psu.edu.
February is American Heart Month, and Penn State Extension is bringing awareness to the cause by hosting a Heart Healthy webinar. It is designed to help participants eat healthier by creating dietary plans that focus on lowering blood pressure. This includes how to prepare recipes and how to portion meals. The webinar will take place this Friday at 1 p.m. Visit Penn State Extension online for more information.
A settlement has been reached between Penn State and its former students. This follows a lawsuit filed by former students against the university, which states that classes and services were not provided as intended to in-person students at the time of the shift to online learning during the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic. The alumni who brought the case to court can each receive part of the $17 million settlement. 1/3 of the settlement will also go towards legal fees. The case was settled after more former students of the university were brought on.
A Penn State fraternity, Alpha Sigma Phi, is being charged with supplying alcohol to 3 underage girls. This incident took place back in November after a criminal complaint was filed regarding girls throwing up near a trash can. The girls had a strong odor of alcohol, were slurring their words, and blew more than double the legal limit after getting breathalyzed. Tyler Dominic Whiteman was charged last week for the crime. A preliminary hearing is scheduled for March 26th. What can you expect outside for State Patty's weekend? Student meteorologist Jonathan Domo is live in the studio with this week's forecast. Jonathan.
Good evening, State College. Taking a live look outside the Penn State Arboretum. The sun has gone down, but as you can see, those clouds are in the sky and a few drops of rain are falling right now. Let's take a quick look at our temperatures right now. We're taking a look at just below 40 degrees here, 39, but good news with that wind. It is calm winds out there, so feels like it's only 39 right now. And let's take a look at the temperatures across the Pennsylvania. Here we can see down in the southeastern corner, 51 still in Philadelphia, but as we get more northwest, we can see those temperatures start to fall off just below 40 degrees and as low as 36 in Du Bois. And taking a look across the entire United States, much different story than we were seeing this time last week. Here in Bismarck, North Dakota, 44 degrees right now is what they're experiencing, but last week with that blast of cold Arctic air, they were experiencing negative double-digit temperatures. And here coast to coast, we can see 44 up in Boston as high 62 in Los Angeles. So an all-around warmer feel for your Wednesday. Let's get right into the radar satellite. We can see that rain is making its way through State College, and we're making our way through the most intense part. We can see a lot of yellow and a lot of red here. And some good news here, we see behind that on the back half of it, we can see there's a lot less red and yellow. We can see a lot more green still pushing through as our Wednesday turns into Thursday. Now, as you're walking out the door on Thursday, we can see some showers will be lingering starting in the early a.m. around 1 or 2 a.m. So if you're walking out the door by 9 a.m., you can expect some rain to be falling. But as we move through Thursday, we can see that those showers begin to move out, giving a little bit of a respite here early Thursday evening. But you can see that those showers begin to move through with the chance of even some snow early Friday morning. Not significant, less than 1/10 of an inch, but still definitely something out there as temperatures begin to fall. And as we push past Friday and into State Patty's weekend, we can see that cloud cover will remain. So not quite as warm, not quite as sunny as we've had earlier this week, but much drier than we've been seeing. And after all of that moisture and clouds pushes off the start of Monday around 6 a.m., you can expect clear and sunny conditions. Now let's finally take a look at the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook for all those enjoying the warmth. Unfortunately, across 6 to 10 days, we're going to be seeing below average temperatures compared to what we've been seeing. Along with much of the American West, we can see that those temperatures are going to be a lot lower, indicated by these a lot colder colors. But the American Midwest and South are going to be experiencing a lot higher temperatures. So unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing as much warmth as we were. And your forecast for tonight, 39 degrees with that chance of rain, but those calm winds. And your forecast for tomorrow, the 7-day forecast, 48 degrees with that AM rain. And on Friday, 39 degrees with those gusty winds, and then some AM showers potentially on Saturday, 44 degrees, jumping all the way down to 31, mostly sunny on Sunday, and then jumping back up to 38 on Monday, partly cloudy, and then 45 with some PM rain next Tuesday, and then as high as 54 next Wednesday with those AM rain potential. Back to you, Lauren.
Thanks, Jonathan. After the break, Hannah George will have the latest in the world of sports. Stay tuned.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night.
For all of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State. Hey everyone, we are Red Carpet News, your main source of entertainment news at Penn State University.
Man, this festival is going to be popping.
I'm Alex Porzillo, here with Aiden Harold.
He's going to 23rd with Daddy Elon Warbucks to actual space away from Kim.
So in sync, especially during Kendrick's part when they came out, reporting on anything from music, movies, TV shows, fashion, to celebrity gossip. You don't want to miss out on any of the hot topics we discuss.
Find our segments on YouTube under the name Red Carpet News for your daily dose of entertainment.
We are Red Carpet News.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Hannah George with your sports update. Abdul Carter says he's the best and wants to prove it. The Penn State pass rusher is making a bold claim ahead of the NFL draft, stating he believes he should be the #1 pick. He says defensive players impact the game just as much as quarterbacks, and every championship team has a dominant force on defense. Carter met with the Tennessee Titans, who hold the first pick, and says he's ready to prove he belongs at the top. A shoulder injury will keep him from working out at the Combine, but he plans to showcase his skills at Penn State's Pro Day next month. With 12 sacks and 24 tackles for loss last season, Carter is a top prospect in this year's draft. Penn State women's gymnastics head coach Sarah Brown has announced the addition of 2 new recruits to the 2026 class, Kayla Bender and Lizzie Ryan. Bender, a Pennsylvania state champion on balance beam, comes from Artistic Sports Academy Plus, and is expected to make an impact on the beam and floor. Ryan, a qualifier for DP Nationals, hails from ENA Gymnastics and will add strength to the team, especially on bars. Bender and Ryan join an exceptional group of impact freshmen for the Nittany Lions. The announcement comes as Penn State sits at number 25 in national rankings and rides the momentum of an upset win over number 22 Ohio State. The Cincinnati Bengals are ready to make wide receiver Jamar Chase the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. General Manager Duke Tobin said Chase is a priority and said the team is eager to finalize a deal. Last season, Chase won the receiving Triple Crown with 127 receptions, over 1,700 yards, and 17 touchdowns. The Bengals also hope to extend wide receiver T. Higgins and defensive end Trey Hendrickson, with coach Zach Taylor saying it's good to have players who want to be rewarded. The team is looking to improve after missing the postseason the last 2 years. Justin Verlander made his highly anticipated spring training debut for the San Francisco Giants on Monday, pitching 2 innings against the Colorado Rockies. The 3-time Cy Young Award winner struggled early, allowing a solo home run to Michael Toglia in the first inning, but rebounded to strike out 1 and retire the final 4 batters he faced. The 42-year-old is coming off a challenging 2024 season with Houston due to injuries and is now preparing for his 20th big league season. Verlander signed a 1-year, $15 million deal with the Giants after a season in which he posted a career-worst 5.48 ERA. He looks to rebound and help lead the Giants in the 2025 season. That's all for your sports update. After the break, Jesenia Marrero has the latest in the world of entertainment. Stay tuned.
Ready, mics? 3, 2, fade in on 2, mic and cue.
This is Nittany Talk.
I would say spring.
Slow down.
And he knew that. How do you say
I know.
She continues to hold her values and everything though. And I think that's really important. So yeah, self-care Saturday.
And you lose a lot of sleep.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to Culture Central. My name is Jaden Stewart.
What's good, everybody? My name is Eric Pichardo, and we are your hosts,
creators,
and executive producers of Culture Central. Is this Whitney Houston?
We're doing things that have never been done before, so welcome to the family.
If you don't include human beings, you cannot accurately model the way the climate has changed over the last 50 years.
And I don't know that we're ever going to be free of some sort of bug.
That the natural state of motion for something to be in is to remain in its current state of motion.
I've been lucky enough to discover various things out there, pulsars, exoplanets, and some other phenomena that ended up being interesting.
Hi, I'm Johnson Gary with Asking Penn State.
With Asking Penn State,
Asking Penn State.
Asking Penn State. Asking Penn State.
Welcome back to Asking Penn State.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Jesenia Marrero with your entertainment update. Trace McSorley is starting a new chapter both in his career and his family life, right where it all began, here in State College. Penn State football has recently hired the former Nittany Lions quarterback as an offensive assistant. McSorley, who led Penn State to the Big Ten championship in 2016, also met his wife, Casey McSorley, during his time here. The future parents first met at a dorm party during their freshman year and got engaged in June 2021. Now, with his new role, the couple is moving back to Happy Valley as they prepare to welcome their first child in 2025. From making history on the field to building a future off of it, McSorley's Penn State journey has truly come full circle. If you're looking for good food and a great time, the Food Truck Festival at the Central Pennsylvania Institute of Science and Technology is the place to be this Thursday, February 27th from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Some of the area's best food trucks will be serving up delicious eats with a limited selection available before 11 a.m. You can expect to see Snyder's Concessions, Sips and Giggles, and Adam and Nancy's Paninis. The event will be held at CPI, located at 540 North Harrison Road in Pleasant Gap. So come hungry and bring your friends for a day of great food and fun.
along with holding the record for the most Olympic medals won by an American gymnast and the most World Championship medals won by any gymnast. Simone Biles is now the first creative collaborator to join Religion of Sports since the company launched in 2017. Religion of Sports was founded by Tom Brady, Michael Stranahan, and Gotham Copra. The media company's main goal is to share people's stories and unite audiences through them. Now joining the ROS board, Biles will help create content and impactful stories. Once aspiring to be a nurse to help people, she now believes she can make a difference in a different way by sharing their stories in a positive light. Biles hopes to spotlight athletes including WNBA star Angel Reese and track star Sha'Carri Richardson. New York Mets star Francisco Lindor is now a part of a powerhouse trio with Juan Soto and Pete Alonso, but he also has exciting news off of the field. Him and his wife Katia Lindor are expecting a baby boy in just a few months. Lindor, already a proud girl dad to 2 daughters, says having them first has shaped his perspective on fatherhood. He now believes that he knows how he wants to raise his son, making sure to not put too much pressure on him. However, he admits if he had a son first, he might have taken a different approach. That's all for your entertainment update. Coming up next, interview anchor Evan Halflin will be speaking with Megan Strange, who danced for PSN TV in Thon this past weekend. But first, Sophia Koch has a recap on Thon 2025.
For 46 hours, they stand, they dance, they push past exhaustion, not for themselves, but for children, for the families, for the ones who can't. This is Thon. Since 1973, Penn State students have come together for one of the largest student-run philanthropies in the world, raising millions of dollars for 4 Diamonds in the fight against pediatric cancer. But Thon is more than just a fundraiser. It's a movement. It's a hope in the darkest of times for families in need.
Thon is in full swing here at the Bryce Jordan Center. Students and families are excited to see how much they've raised this Sunday to see if they top last year's record.
Music fills the Bryce Jordan Center as this year's national act takes the stage. The band, The Fray, known for their hit songs How to Save a Life and Over My Head, gives dancers and supporters a renewed sense of energy, a reminder of the power of community and perseverance. Then, one of the most electrifying moments of the weekend, Thon Pep Rally, hosted by notable Penn State alumnus Trace McSorley. Penn State athletes attended in full force, bringing the hype and school spirit that lifted the entire Bryce Jordan Center, because at Thon, we are all one team, one family. Thon is about resilience. It's about never giving up. It's about standing for those who can't, dancing to find a cure, fighting for a day where no family has to hear the words, your child has cancer.
Our school is absolutely blessed to have something this awesome at such a magnitude that is being able to take over the entire basketball stadium for 46 consecutive hours and stand, dance, and raise millions and millions of dollars for childhood cancer.
For the kids, for the families, for a future without cancer, this is Thon. And together we dance until we find a cure. For Penn State Network News, I'm Sophia Koch.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Evan Halfin, and joined with me tonight is Megan Strange, a Thon 2025 dancer for PSN TV. Thank you so much for coming in with us tonight, Megan.
Thanks for having me.
So to get things started, tell me a little bit about yourself, where you're from, your major, your interests and hobbies.
Oh, well, I'm a senior broadcast journalism major. I have an NT minor, sports studies minor, and certificate for sports journalism with the Curley Center. Honestly, I host a game show with PSN TV every Thursday. I like to go to trivia on Wednesday. I'm from Glenside, right outside Philly, so it's a little bit about me.
Gotcha. And kind of going off that a little bit, what led you to joining PSN TV, and what do you love most about being the host of Game Show 101?
Oh, man, that's a great question. Honestly, fun fact, I didn't even sign up to audition. My friend signed me up to audition to be the host. We were driving actually to Chick-fil-A, and she's like, Megan, you have to host, you have to audition. Signed me up, and I got it, and I have been in PSN TV ever since. It is the greatest organization. Everyone's super kind, super friendly. They really want you to do great work, and Game Show is my baby. I love it so much. It's what I plan my Thursdays around.
That's so awesome. And when you found out, when the news broke out that you were going to be dancing for PSN TV in this year's Thon, what was your initial reaction and how were you feeling?
I honestly teared up on the phone with Jake, who's our Thon chair. He called me. He called me a couple times and I didn't have his number saved. And I was like, who is this trying to call me? But then immediately I was so grateful. It's something I've always wanted to do since I was little. My older cousins danced in Thon. And it was nice, like following in their footsteps. My little cousin was actually recently diagnosed with cancer. I was really dancing for him too. And then obviously dancing representing PSN TV, which was awesome.
And how did you prepare to dance for Thon?
That's a great question too. So I actually take yoga. I'm a senior, literally coasting. But I take yoga 3 days a week and I didn't think the stretching would be that helpful, but it honestly paid off really well. We worked on breathing, mindfulness, meditation, and then obviously yoga stretches and poses. And that was super beneficial to me. So
what's your favorite yoga pose to do? I'm curious.
Honestly, it's funny. We did this in class the other day. We went around and said our favorites. I like baby cobra, where you lay on your stomach and you just push your arms up.
Oh,
it's like a good back stretch.
I never heard of that.
It's nothing stressful. It's really nice. That's why I like it.
Yeah. And what were your favorite parts and moments from over the weekend?
Oh, man, there are so many. I mean, the pep rally is just a staple. I mean, the Final Four is so emotional. You're standing for so long and you're really just processing like what you just did, what you accomplished, and the anticipation of the money, the total that you've raised throughout the year. I loved seeing everyone too, whether it be my dancer support people, my family, the videos my little cousins sent in, friends who are also dancing for different organizations, spending time with my own partner, Justin, seeing 46 Live people that we know. That was the best part, seeing the people for sure.
Yeah, I definitely say that the BJC was booming with people and a huge load of support this weekend. And why do you Thon?
Wow, that's a heavy question.
Yeah.
I mean, I Thon, for more smiles, so no kid has to go through this. It hits close to home with my cousin Crew. He just turned 4 this past April. He is officially cancer-free, but he has a specific type of leukemia that he just fought. And my cousin Cody, his dad, texted me like before the Final Four was like, keep dancing, sent me a picture of him. And I really did dance for Crew. So it was a really special moment this past weekend.
So special. That's so awesome. And what was your favorite line dance lyric? Switching gears a little bit. Favorite line dance lyric and why? And what kept you going throughout the weekend?
Ooh, there were so many. I mean, I'm an Eagles fan, so I love the Saquon hurdle. I thought the graphics and the video was phenomenal. They were so chaotic. But my favorite move was Demo Day. So I thought that was fun. And then who doesn't love yelling FTK? Everyone in the BJC yelled it. So I love that when we all do something together and everyone knows the words, knows the motion. And then what was that second half of the question there?
Yeah, what kept you going throughout the weekend?
Honestly, the snack stand. There were protein bars, tasty cakes, fruit, anything on the go anytime you wanted. So I could just go on a walk and grab a quick banana, grab a protein bar. And then honestly, my family, my mom was there, my dad was there, a whole bunch of friends and family. So that was super supportive. They were cheering me on. I was getting so many texts. It was awesome.
Yeah, and speaking of your family, I heard some of your cousins have danced for Thon in the past. What was it like for you to be able to have the opportunity to kind of continue that tradition within your family?
Yeah, so I was pretty much brainwashed as an 8-year-old to go to Penn State. I helped my cousin Bob move in. And then he joined Atlas, actually, a super large organization, and he danced for them. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to dance in Thon. I'm going to do that. And then his younger brother did it. So it was nice to fulfill the shoes, like the family tradition, keep it alive. But also it's super important to be part of something bigger than ourselves. That's like a big part of our family, give back. We're very fortunate. So it was awesome fulfilling that dream. So
it's so awesome. And as a senior, with graduation approaching, what next steps lie ahead for you?
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, get a job. I'll probably come back to Thon next year. My little cousins, since watching me, they already told me they want to dance in Thon. So eventually I'll be back for sure, supporting them, staying connected to the PSU family, alumni network, stuff like that. But hopefully I'll get a job soon. So that's That's the goal.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. So, Megan, thank you so much for joining us tonight and telling us more about your experiences in PSN TV at Thon.
Thanks.
Stick around because coming up next, Brooke and Lauren will have the latest news from across the nation.
Hey everyone, welcome to Culture Central. My name is Jaden Stewart.
What's good, everybody? My name is Eric Pichardo, and we are your hosts,
creators,
and executive producers of Culture Central. Is this Whitney Houston?
We're doing things that have never been done before, so welcome to the family.
California Governor Gavin Newsom has asked Congress for $40 billion for Los Angeles wildfire relief. In a letter to lawmakers, Newsom says that Los Angeles is one of the, quote, most economically productive places on the globe. It can only rebuild with the support of the federal government. Newsom promises the federal government funding will be used to rebuild homes and businesses and support the needs of those affected. The January wildfires traveled through the Pacific Palisades, Malibu, Pasadena, and Altadena, destroying more than 16,200 structures.
3 people are dead and 4th is presumed dead after a boat sank on the New York coast. On Sunday, a boat took on water after a recreational fishing trip. The search covered over 800 square miles over the course of 30 hours. The U.S. Coast Guard called off its search and rescue mission on Monday evening after failing to locate the last person unaccounted for. The NYPD says that 2 people who were rescued from the wreck are hospitalized and in critical condition.
United States District Judge Trevor N. McFadden has refused to restore the Associated Press's presidential access. The federal judge said that this decision is only temporary and not due to the AP for not referring to the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. The Trump administration is currently prohibiting the Associated Press's access to the Oval Office, Air Force One, and other areas. The Associated Press has said that their decision to continue to refer to it as the Gulf of Mexico is in order to promote clarity, as it is also used by international audiences. This restraining order is set to last until March 20th, when the additional hearing is set to take place.
After nearly a decade on air, beloved nightly news anchor Lester Holt is stepping down from his position on NBC. Although he is leaving the nightly news segment, he is not leaving the NBC company as a whole. In a memo to staff on Monday, Holt said he plans to transition to working full-time on the news segment Dateline. The transition is reported to take place early this summer. No successor has been named to replace him on the nightly news.
That concludes our show tonight at PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.